Okay, now we have our formula. We can solve some of these problems. Now, some of them, yes, you could just list out, but we're going to use the formula each time just so that we get in the habit. And plus, in case we're given one where, they want the 560th term, you're not going to want to list all those out. All right, so we'll rewrite the formula just to kind of practice it. I know it's on the other side of your guided notes, but our formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus, and in parentheses, n minus 1 times d. So now all we have to do is find the 16th term. So that means our n equals 16. So we'll write a sub 16. The common difference is by how much it goes up or down. So it goes up 4 each time. Our common difference is 4. And now we want a sub 16 equals, we put a sub 1, which is our first term, which is 4, plus n minus 1. N is 16, minus 1 times d, which is 4. So now a sub 16 equals 4 plus, all right, you cannot, this 4 needs to stay over here. We need to take this 16 minus 1, and that is 15, and then we need to multiply that by 4. You cannot add 4 and 15. Remember your order of operations. So a sub 16 equals 4 plus 15 times 4 is 60. So we're going to end up with a sub 16 equals 64. So that is the 16th term. If you would list it out, 16th term is 64. Now for that second one on here, they want to know, or we want to know the 60th term. 11, 5, negative 1, negative 7. We don't really want to list that all the way out. So we got to find our n is the term we're looking for, which is 60. Our d is our common difference, is what we go up or down. So 11 to 5. Go down 6. 5 to negative 1, we're going down 6. Negative 1 to negative 7, we're going down 6. So d is negative 7. All right, now go ahead and let's write our formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And just substitute in. So this becomes a sub 60. A sub 1. We'll go ahead and list that. That is my first term. Whoops, not a sub 11. A sub 1 is 11. So that's going to be 11 plus n minus 1, which is 60 minus 1, times d, which is negative 6. Now when d is a negative, you're going to want to put that in parentheses so that you know you're multiplying those two numbers together. All right, so a sub 60 equals 11 plus 60 minus 1 is 59 times negative 6. So now a sub 60 equals, now make sure you multiply 59 times negative 6 there. So 59 times negative 6 is going to give me negative 54. So this will become 11 minus, what did I get for that? 354. And so a sub 60 will be 11 minus 354, which will give me negative 343. Okay, so that is my 60th term. Negative 343. All right, third one, 23rd term. Okay, what is my d value? My first term is negative 4. My n is 23. My d is what it goes up or down by. Now, is that one going up or down? It's going down. Negative 3. So now a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So a sub 23 equals a sub 1, which is negative 4, plus n minus 1, 23 minus 1 times d is negative 3. So I get negative 4 plus 22 times negative 3. Now you can type this in your calculator from here and it'll give you the right answer, or you can figure it out step by step. It really doesn't matter. So if you want to, you can take negative 4 plus 22. Now you can either hit times or you can put it in parentheses, negative 3, and then we get negative 70. So my 23rd term will be negative 70. Okay, find your first term, find n, find d, substitute it in. Again, make sure that you multiply those two numbers together. You cannot add negative 4 and 22. That would not follow order of operations. Okay, take a look at this one. All right, now they don't list out the sequence. They just give us the specific values. They give me a sub 1 is negative 12. They give us d equals 2, and we want to find the 7th term. So just start with our formula again. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So I want a sub 7 equals a sub 1, which is negative 12, plus 7 minus 1 times, whoops, I want that to be a 2, times 2. So now we get a sub 7 equals negative 12 plus 6 times 2. And then 6 times 2 is 12, so I get negative 12 plus 12. So a sub 7 is 0. That just means my 7th term is 0. That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, so if you would just start at negative 12, start listing negative 10, negative 8, negative 6, negative 4. Our 7th term would be a 0. Okay, let's keep moving here. You will get some scenarios, some situations where we can use this formula to help figure out what's going on. It says a bag of cat food weighs 18 pounds. Each day the cats are fed, that should say fed, don't know what is wrong here, 0.5 pounds of food. How much does the bag of cat food weigh on day 30? Okay, so what is D? D is what is going up or down by. If it's increasing, it's positive. If it's decreasing, it's negative. So D is negative 1/2 or negative 0.5. Okay, because it's going down by half a pound. A1 is the amount it starts with. So A sub 1 will be 18. And N is the term we want. And so we want to know it on day 30. N is 30. Now once we know those values, go to our formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And then fill in the values. So a sub 30. A sub 1 is the amount we're starting with, which is 18 pounds, plus 30 minus 1 times d, which is negative 0.5. So I get a sub 30 equals 18 plus 29 times negative 0.5. All right, what's 29 times negative 0.5? 29 times negative 0.5. Negative 14.5. So a sub 30 equals 18 minus, what did we say that was? 14.5. Now you can make it a plus a negative 14.5, or you can just change that to a minus. And now when we're done, after 30 days, there will be 3.5 pounds of food left. Okay, so we can use it because that's going to be a sequence, because every time it's decreasing by the same amount. Each day it's going down 0.5 pounds. So we can list that in a sequence and find, using this formula, we can figure out how much will be left on the 30th day. All right, let's take a look at this last one. Each time a truck stops, it drops off 250 pounds of cargo. It started with a load of 2,000 pounds. How much does the load weigh at the blank stop? So you need to fill in fifth stop. Okay, so fill that in on your notes. All right, what's D? D is a common difference. It's how much is gaining or losing. How much is it losing each time? Okay, it drops off. That will be, in this case, 250 or negative 250 because we are losing. Now, what is A1? A1 is how much it starts out with. That will be 2,000. And what is N? That's what we want to know after the fifth stop. So N is 5. Okay, so A sub N equals A sub 1 plus N minus 1 times D. A sub 5, A sub 1 is 2,000 plus 5 minus 1 times negative 250. So A sub 5 is 2,000 plus 4 times negative 250. And multiply 4 times negative 250, which is negative 1,000. So we get A sub 5 equals 2,000 minus 1,000. And so when we're done at the fifth stop, what did the question ask? How much does the load weigh? It'll weigh 1,000 pounds. Okay, this is section 4.6. Okay, page 275, 9 through 31. Get that done here before the weekend. And then we will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.